So we're going to do our warm-up where we take our breathe and release. And then we go again, breathing in and then release. So we breathe in, turning the head to the side, and then on the other side. And then we do our feet. And then we're just going to do a little head tilt on each side, and then a couple of knee bends, big sweeps of these arms in and out, just to get ourselves gently moving. So, feet together in parallel. So we're breathing in, lifting the arms, and lower. And again, we're breathing in, and lower. We're breathing in, turning the head back to the center before we lower. Turning the head to the center and lower. We're rolling through the feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 more. 7 and 8. We're going to sweep the palms out. Stretch the neck. And release. On the other side. Shoulder. We're just going to bend and sweep these arms all the way around. And again. And then we're going to reverse. And then we're going to rise through these feet. All the way up onto the demi point. And then open these arms. And lock. Let's do that from the beginning. So we breathe in. And again. We breathe in. And breathing out. We breathe in, turning our head. And again. In, turning our head. Ready with the feet. Rolling. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's stretch through the neck. And then the other side, stretch through the neck. Good. And then we bend the knees and sweep these out. And 2. And then we're going to reverse that. So opening and coming in. And from there, going up into our rise, all the way up to the top, little balance. And then we relax and shake. Good. So we just got ourselves moving gently. Turn that down a bit. Okay. So our pliés exercise, feet in first position. It's 2 demi-pliés, and then 2 rises, lifting this arm all the way up to fifth, racing through at the top, coming down into our full plié, into our little half port de bras forward. So we're just coming in line with the waist, and then we're lifting up to second and repeat. So 2 demi-pliés, 2 rises, opening out into our full plié. Then we take our side bend, remembering that we're turning our head to look at this hand, opening out into our dégagé, we close in front. 2 demi-pliés, 2 rises, opening out into that full plié, and then we did a circular port de bras. So you come forward into that little forward bend that we did earlier. We then go into our side bend. If you want to, you can take it into a back bend to open up. If not, if you're not a fan of the back bend, then just lift up through fifth and open out to the side there. But I find that little opening of the chest into the back bend is quite nice. But if you don't like it, then don't worry, just open up through fifth. So. And here we go, 2 demi-pliés. Our 2 rises. Open the arms through at the top, then melt into that full plie. And then our forward bend. again. So as we bend the knees, top half of the body is drawing up. We're going in two directions at the same time. Arm comes all the way up to the top, opening out into a full plie. Side bend. Into the dégagé and close. Working through the feet with the rise. It's almost like the arm is lifting you into the rise. Still got that two-way pull. Down with the legs, up with the body. And then our circular port de bras. Forward and then side. Back bend if we want. And then recover both arms to bra bar. Great. We're going to take that straight away onto the other side. So, turning around. We take two demi-pliés. And our rises. That arm is lifting you into your rise. Opening out before we melt. And then our little half forward port de bras. The upper body, melt with the legs. Turning the head, look to the hand on the bar. Really squeeze the bottom on these pliés. Keep the hips tucked underneath. Tailbone is down to the floor. Don't let the bottom stick out. And then our circle. And then lower. Lovely. Okay, holding things there. Okay, and then we're coming into our tongs exercise. So we have two tongs front, close, to the front, close. We point, we flex the foot, back to the dégagé and close. You then use the inside leg to the back, out and in, out and in. Now you'll see that you can't really see that leg behind me, and it's because the heel and the toe, so the heel of the front foot and the toe of the back foot are on that same line. When you go behind you, that leg should be hidden. We then flex the foot, point the toe and close. We then go to the side, out, close behind, out, close in front, out and a flex. We close that foot at the back. We then come into our plié. So we've got our dégagé. The fingers are coming into the center. We've got that nice straight line down to the middle. The fingers of this hand are just touching that center line. I transfer the weight all the way back onto this supporting leg, and then I close the feet. I'm going to prepare the arm. I'm just going to start again on this leg. So we're not turning. We're going to do it twice facing the front. Point and flex, point and close. Two to the back, third one with a flex, two to the side, third one with a flex, and then it's our dégagé, plié, weight is on both legs. That center line is right down through the middle, into our dégagé, and then close in our fifth or third. So let's give it a try. We're always thinking about that nice straight line through the center. We go front and close, for front, point and flex, using the feet. Now keep that leg right behind you. Squeeze the bottom muscles. We point and flex. To the side. A really long leg all the way to the tips of the toes. We flex. Here's the plie. And a bend. Stretch. Close. We pray our arms through first. Out 2 seconds. And again to the front. So concentrate. Really long legs right in front of the body. And a flex. To the back. Point and flex. Last time to the side. So we're sliding that foot using the foot. We flex. Into our plie. And both knees. And we stretch, closing instead of this, arm to bra bar, and then lower those arms. Lovely, let's take that on the other leg. Power our arms first and second. So imagine that line on the floor. Connects our heel of the back foot and toe of the front foot. And then we go to the back. We flex. And to the side. Ready, we flex. Into our plie. Weight on both legs. Come back to the supporting side. Arm prepared. Second time through. So really sliding that foot. Use the floor. If you're on carpet, it's going to be a little bit harder to slide. So it's going to strengthen the feet even more. So slide the foot. Down into the floor. Now we lift and flex. And to the side. We're sliding. Bar, finish there. Great. So, on to our rond de jambe. Now, we're just going to do the first half of this exercise today. So, just the rond de jambe on fondue. We'll leave our arabesque and fifth position for another day. So, we're thinking about that semicircle shape of our leg on the floor. Now, if you put your feet in first position, and imagine that on the floor, there is a straight line drawn that cuts straight through the middle, just between the heels. When we take our rond de jambe, our toe wants to touch that line at the front, and when we get all the way round to the back. So as you can see again, when we're at the back, it looks like I've only got one leg. Okay, you can't really see this leg behind me. If you haven't quite made it to touch that line, you'll see a gap in between. So really squeeze the bottom. Get that leg right behind you. Same at the front. We want to think about the inner thighs connecting so that that leg comes across and touches that line. We don't want it to be slightly on the angle. It's got to go straight in front, all the way around and all the way to the back. So I'm squeezing those bottom muscles together. Now, instead of starting with our feet together, we start with our dégagé. So we're going to squeeze the bottom muscles to bring that leg round. We push through that lovely first position on 2 straight legs. We come all the way to the front, long legs and long toes, and then round to the side. So that was 4 counts. You then repeat in 2 counts. Thinking about all of those things, just a little bit quicker. So squeeze, push through in straight legs, all the way to the front and in. That's our rond de jambe. We then take our fondue. So the arm comes down and it lifts to first, and I've got that leg dégagé to the front of me. I then come in and I'm taking the leg to the side, arm to second. I'm then bringing the toe to the back and I'm going into an arabesque. So just, I'm going to turn on the angle so you can see arm at the front, leg at the back, and then I do my last one, fondue, and come out to second. I'm then going to reverse the movement. So I'm doing my rond de jambe to the front, get it all the way to the front. Push back through, straight legs on both sides. Squeeze the bottom to extend at the back, and then round to the side. Think about that a little bit quicker. And 1, and 2, and again, 3, and 4. We're doing our fondues from the back. So it comes in at the back, out into that extended arabesque. There it is again. We come in, and we take the leg to second. We bring the arms down, and then lift it up just to first. And then it comes in with the leg and out to second. And that's where we'll finish. Okay, we'll just do the rond de jambe and the fondue. So we're really thinking about the placement of these feet in the rond de jambe. So we're making sure that we hit particularly the longest point at the front and at the back. We prepare and we come out. So squeeze the bottom. 1. Straight legs through first. Squeeze to the front. A bit quicker. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. We fondue. Arm comes to first. Arm coming out to second. Into the arabesque now. And we reverse. Squeeze to the front. Long straight legs through first. All the way to the back. Squeezing. And 2 counts. And again, around. Take the legs to the back. Show me the arabesque. And in. And to second. Arm lift to first. Last time it comes to second. Closing there. We'll pause and let's go on to the second side. Okay. We take the arms first. And we dégage. So squeeze to get to the back. Push through first. Long legs to the front. And we go. 1, 2, and again. 3, 4. Here's the fondue. We melt. And 2. And 3. This is our arabesque. And 2. Reverse. We come to the front. Straight legs, all the way along at the back, and again, 1, 2, and again, 3, 4, in at the back, fondue, arabesque arm, out to second, good, in arm lift to first, and side, good, we'll relax there. Pick up the legs, that's quite a lot of standing on one leg. Okay, so moving on, we've got our grand battements. We're doing a grand battement in 2 counts. It's going up and down, up and down, up and down. Then we're lifting this leg to our retire. It's coming from the front to the front of the knee, so just underneath, but the arch of your foot is just cupping the underneath of the knee, and then we put it down at the back. We repeat in reverse, 3 to the back, 2, 3. We lift that foot again, it comes to that same position underneath the knee at the front, and then we pop it down at the front this time. We then 3 to the side, 1 and 2. We're changing the closing each time so it finishes at the back, and then we lift underneath the knee at the front, and then lower. You have 2 relevés, up and down, up and down. Our third one, we're going to take it up to 5th, have a little moment to balance, and then like with the tonjus, we're going to repeat it all on this same leg. Instead of turning round, we're just going to repeat it all on this leg. So 3 to the front, 3 to the back, 3 to the side, and finish with our relevé, and then I'll restart the music so that we can do the other leg. So you get 2 goes, 2 chances to get it right on this first side, and then I'll restart the music for the second side. Ready? We go 1, and 2, and a 3. We lift the foot, down to the back. And a 2. And a 3. Lifting the foot. Up and a down to the side. 2. And a 3. We lift the foot. Here's our releve. 2. And a 1. All the way up and balance. Ready, second time. To the front. And a 3. I'm adding an arm with my leg. Join it in if you want. 2. 3. So the arm comes down and then up. To the side. Here we go. We lift up. 2 releves, arms first. Ready, up to the top. Now as we can, release the second arm. Both arms to fist, squeeze those legs together. And then we open out and we lower all the way and shake. Great. Second side. Here we go. So I'll do the same again. I'll leave the arm in second for the first half. And then the second half, I'll add that arm with the lift up to fist. Ready, here we go. And a 2. And a 3. Lifting the foot, sit at the back. We lift to the side. Here we go. Releve. Both feet working together. Up to the top, we hold it a fraction longer. And we start again. So think about these strong tummies. Adding the action if you want. And we lift. And to the side. Last time, lift, 2 releves. Up to the top, here's your balance. Join with the second arm. Good. Opening out when you're ready, lowering all the way down. So before we get onto our adage today, we're going to have a little go at some port de bras. Just to give you some inspiration for the adage, because in our adage at the moment, we are doing our own choreography of a port de bras. So that we don't get there and think, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? We're just going to have a practice of a few port de bras that you might want to include in your adage. So we've got our feet in first position, arms in bras bar. We're going to start with our basic port de bras. Up to first, opening out to second. And then we're going to turn these wrists so that the palms are facing the floor before we lower down to our bras bar. That's going to take 4 counts. So we go 1, open 2, changing the arms position, lowering down 3 and 4. Then we're going to do our full port de bras. So we come first and then fifth, opening to second. We turn the wrists as we lower. Again, that takes 4 counts. It goes 1, 2, opening to second, 3, down to bras bar, 4. We're then going to go first and fourth. Okay, so from first position, this arm is opening sideways and this arm is opening up to the top at the same time. We're going to do our change and change. Now, instead of opening this arm out, we're going to bring this one down and up to first, and this one is coming down the front. So if I just turn on a slight angle, you're going to see that this one goes down and then up, and this one is just lowering down the front. So I'm essentially trying to get to first position. So that little bit so far has gone 1, 2, changing over the top, 3 and 4. We get to first position, 5. I'm opening out 6 and then lowering 7 and 8. We're going to repeat that on the other side. 1, lift to fourth, 2, changing over 3, changing over 4. This one is coming down the front, this one is coming through bras bar to first. That's 5, opening out 6, lowering down 7 and 8. I'm then going to do some arabesques, okay? So arabesques, instead of being rounded, they're your open positions. So from first, I'm going to turn on the slight angle so you can see. I've got this arm straight forward and this arm is out at a right angle, but I'll turn here so you can see. So to do the arabesque, we're going to go first and arabesque. Come back to first, arabesque on the other side. From there, this arm is going to sweep down through bras bar and lift to a third arabesque. That means we've got both arms forward. One is high, one is in line with the shoulder. Okay, so going from the beginning of the arabesque section, we've gone first and arabesque. That's 1 and 2. We come back 3 and 4. We're going to sweep this arm 5 and 6. We lift to 5th, 7. And then we've got 1 count to bring those arms all the way down. Okay, we've got one extra little section to add. So this time we're going to go first, we're going to go straight into that third arabesque. So it doesn't matter which arm is high, which arm is low. We just bring the arms to first and then lift into a third arabesque. We're then going to open up to 4. And then we're going to go into a circular port de bras. So we're following this top arm round. You're going to relax the body as we come to the center, and then we come up on the other side and back to that 4th position. So if I do it without the body, the arms are going round, like we did earlier to first, but then going back up to the 4th again. So that little section has gone first, third arabesque, 4th. And then we circle the arms round. I'm adding a bit of body as well. So I'm doing a side bend, a forward bend as the arms come to first, into a side bend on this side, and then I recover up to 4th, opening all the way and down. So that whole thing from the beginning, we've gone 1, 2, open the arms, 3 and 4. We go 5, 6, opening out, 7 and 8. We go 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. We repeat to 4 for 1 and 2, changing 3 and 4, circling to first, 5, opening 6, lowering 7 and 8. We've got our arabesque, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, sweeping to third arabesque, lifting 5th and open our last little bit, goes first, third arabesque and 4. We circle all the way over, all the way round, keep going all the way into the side bend on the other side, opening up through our 4th and then down to our bras bar. Okay? If you get a little bit lost, don't worry. Remember, this is just practice at getting the arms moving. You can make up your own thing if you so wish, or if you get lost, or if you just fancy doing something else. So let's put some port de bras music on here. So we're going 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other side, first and 4. We change, circling to first and open. And we go to arabesque and arabesque. Sweep to third, up to 5th and open. We're going third arabesque and 4th. We sweep all the way round, all the way over, through our first position, into 4th on the other side. Opening the arms and lowering all the way down to the bras bar. Holding it there. Good. Okay, so hopefully that will just give you in your mind some pathways for those arms to follow when you get to that little bit in the adage section. Okay, so we're going to have a look at this adage now. We've got our right foot in front. You're facing your left hand corner. We're going to start with a little breathe today because it's quite a long introduction. I quite like to fill it. So just a little lift of those arms, and the lift comes from the upper part of the arm rather than the wrists and the hands. If you do wrists and hands, it gets a little bit wafty. So we think about the lift being from underneath the arm and then lower. It's like a gust of wind is just lifting that top part of the arm, and then the lower part of the arm follows it. So we're lifting there and in. So we go arms to first. We take our dégagé and lift the arms to 4. You're opening this arm away from the audience, and then we close the feet and turn so we're facing straight ahead. We lift the arms to first. We dégagé our front foot straight ahead. We turn those wrists like we did a second ago, and then we close facing this side. We're going first and fourth. This is opposition. Okay, so you should know which leg is at the front because it's been the same all the way around. So it's the opposite arm that's lifted. We then do our change and change. We're melting into this here. So we're sliding this front foot along the floor and then stepping onto it. We're joining the back foot in, front foot steps to the side, and then we're lowering down on a plie. Okay, so that bit from here has gone melt, step forward, behind, side, and plie. I'm just going to do it from the back for you. So we're on the dégagé here. We slide into it and step forward onto it. Join the back foot in, front foot steps to the side, and then lowers on a plie. We're going to finish it off with our rise up, and then we lower into our plie. Okay, let's go into the second side. So you've now got your left foot in front, and you're facing your right hand side. We've gone arms first, dégagé 4, opening the right arm to the back, and then close. And 1, you're still using your left leg at the front. Open the wrist and close. Still got the left leg, so it's the right arm that comes up. Good, and then we change. And change. We melt into this position here, step forward onto that foot, join in, side, close in front, we rise up and then lower, and we can lower on a little demi-plie to make sure we're nice and secure. Again, I'm going to do this bit on this side, facing this way so you can see me from the back. So we melt into it there and sliding that toe, step forward, and then I'm bringing the back foot in, stepping to the side with the front foot, and then this trailing foot closes in front before we rise and lower. I'll do that again a little bit quicker on this side. Can you see my feet, hopefully? So we slide, step forward, behind, side, close in front, rise up and down. So here we go. With the music, we'll go up to that point, and then I'll give you time to practice a little port de bras, and then I'll show you the ending. So, lost it. Oh no, here it is. We do our little breathe, lifting the tops of the arms. And we go. First and fourth. Open away from the audience and close. First, dégagé to the front, turning the wrist and close. Arms first, opposition 4. We change over and over, melting and sliding steps. 3 little steps, behind, side, close in front, side, and up, and 2. Open right arm to the back. First, dégagé to the front, extend our fingers, and we close, and 1, opposition arm here, we're changing, and we change again, sliding, step forward, behind, side, close in front, right, and then lower. Good, okay, so So from there, you've got 8 counts for your own port de bras, your own choreography. You could keep it nice and simple. You could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That will fill the counts, and that's a port de bras. So if you want to keep it nice and simple, do a basic port de bras followed by a full port de bras. But of course, you can get more creative if you want to. Once we've done those 8 counts, we've got our left foot at the back. You're going to release that left foot and bend the supporting knee. And then we come up onto the toes and we do a little step backwards. So it's a little kuru. We've got that lift underneath the arms. We're then going to turn and we're going to add a lift of these arms all the way up to fifth. We then take our right foot to the right and we're going to bring these arms down the front. We step out and we've got a curtsy. Then we're going to step to our left. We're going to bring these arms to first. We're going to take our right foot and step behind us. And then we're going to open to demi-bras. Now, demi-bras, you take first position, you leave the tops of the arms where they are, and then you rotate from the forearm and the wrist. So they don't get any wider. They're just going to open out to there. Okay, so it really is a reach forward rather than a reach to the side. So we've done our 8 counts of port de bras, 5, 6, 7, whatever you want to do, 8. We release that back foot, we kuru. 1 and 2, lifting the arms as we turn, 3 and 4. These arms come down the front, step to the side and curtsy. And then we're going to step, bring these arms down through bra bar to first, stepping back, and then it's our demi-bras just there. Okay, that's the full thing. We're going to go straight in with the music because I've just looked at the time and we've got a minute to go. So we're going to go straight in, whole thing, when we're ready. We're breathing here. And 1, 2, opening to the back. Carrying on. Ready for your own 8 count port de bras. 1, 2, 3, 4. Carrying on. 5, 6, 7, 8. Release the back foot, little kuru. And 2. We carry on lifting the arms as we turn. Down the front. Step and curtsy. Down through bra bar first.